Hey, my friends, Paul here with my reaction to David Letterman's announcement of his upcoming retirement in 2015. Dave Letterman was my first broadcast idol. I didn't sit down and think, boy, I really would like to do what he does, but I paid such close attention to his show that even when I was 12, 13 years old, way too young to be staying up until 11:30, at least according to my parents back then, I would, every time I got the chance, I would stay up and watch his show. And then as I got a little bit older, like 13 and 14, and I was allowed to stay up a little bit later in the summers when school wasn't in session, I watched his show every single night. And the things that stood out for me about David Letterman were the fact that he wore wrestling shoes back in those days. Still wearing a suit and tie and still on network television, but he wore wrestling shoes. And that to me was a person that was truly doing their own thing. Something else that really stood out for me, and this is strange because it's just a blip of a moment in time and it's not like this hilarious clip or anything, but there was one time he was introducing a band and he said, "This band is going to be so busy coming up, just listen to this schedule." And instead of pronouncing the word schedule, he pronounced it schedule. Even though everybody in the world says schedule, Dave chose to say schedule, which was just another indicator to me that he truly did his own thing. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess I like to think of myself as a person who is a little bit crazy but still works within the confines of the system, because I have a corporate employer and I have for the last 12 years, and I think that I do a great job for them. But at the same time, I feel like the way that I do a great job is by being out of the ordinary and out of the box. So when clients come in for interviews, they're surprised at the questions that I ask them. And I think that a lot of that comes from David Letterman, because whenever somebody would throw him sort of a curveball, I feel like he would throw them an even bigger curveball right back. So his on-the-spot ability to make decisions, to ask great questions, and also his fearlessness. He would ask questions that would make people uncomfortable or that would raise the tension, but it wasn't like he was just doing that to be a jerk. It usually had to be initiated by somebody giving some kind of answer that would lead to it. I really have idolized Dave pretty much all my life, and as he announced his retirement today, I thought back and I was like, wow, that's like the first broadcaster I ever looked up to, and now here I am, a broadcaster. And so I think that he's affected me in a big way. And so his announcement of retirement after 30 years, we should just celebrate. I mean, good for him, good for us for having him with us all these years. It's good for everybody. So that's what I think about it. What do you think? Leave your comments below, and if you would, we'd love if you'd subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.